Alright, so when we have a problem with Sheetcam, one of the things that we can do is just reinstall Sheetcam, because it may be a corrupted file for some reason. We don't entirely know, but in this way we can fix the issue by going into our right CNC loadup, going into our programs, and then clicking on our Sheetcam TNG setup. This TNG setup allows us to reinstall the entire program. And all we do here is we click through. We hit select next, and we wait here. It usually doesn't take too long to go ahead and process the Sheetcam install file. And look at that, there we go. Almost done. And once it's reinstalled, we go through a couple of different setups to allow you to be able to use the program in conjunction with our setup. In this case, I just click Create Desktop Shortcut, hit Next, and we're going to go ahead and run Sheetcam and hit Finish. I'm going to exit out of this just to clean up my screen a little. So Sheetcam's going to start up. Once Sheetcam is started up, you won't necessarily see this. It'll have a lot of your previous settings from your other Sheetcam because it saves a lot of those personal files. We install our license file by going into our computer here under right CNC loadup. We click on our license file, we open it, it'll ask you to restart Sheetcam, we close out Sheetcam, we reopen Sheetcam. We'll also make sure that our post processor is set correctly. We go to machine, we go to post processor. In this case, I've already loaded up the right CNC ProKit updated 1217, and we can go ahead and import post, and we'll find it under the right CNC profiles, which are listed under the right CNC loadup profiles, and there they are. But now that that's done, we can also import our new tool sets, file, open tool set, and in our right CNC loadup file we have a series of different tools that we can actually pull from. And that's how you basically reinstall your Sheetcam. It's nothing too hairy. The other option would be when you're setting up your Sheetcam for the first time. Let's say you did delete the previous file. We go in, we hit next. Everything's in inches, degrees, inches per minute, TPI, and seconds for time. We have our jet cutting selected, not our rotary. We're not doing any rotary applications here yet. That's coming soon. We hit next, we make sure our output file units are in inches. Our output folder, we use the Mach 3 G-code file. And we hit OK and click always use this folder. And our post processor, we input the post processor as mentioned before. It won't automatically show up here, so you have to scroll down and click on the right CNC post ProKit updated, hit next, and finished. And that is all you need to do to set up. The only other option I would say is go into job options, make sure that we have our origins set to the bottom left hand corner. I'll set the size of my material to 48 by 48 simply because that's the size of a basic 4x4 table. The rapid clearance here is our Z-axis movement between cuts. So it's going to go up 3/4 of an inch, move over, and drop down to the next cut. 0.75 is a good place to get started as you feel more comfortable with different size pieces. If you're doing a lot of small parts, 0.75 is a good number to start with. If you're doing a lot of larger or longer pieces that won't have as many tip-ups, you can actually reduce your rapid clearance because you're not going to encounter any real parts that butt up against one another. Parking, we also use X, Y, and Z. That is the movement after you made your cut back to the 0 point. And then we hit OK, and that's all we need to do. That being said, once you have this all set up, your Sheetcam should be functioning normally.